Hello, how are you? Are you there? I'm good. Can you hear me
Good, how are
properly?
you,
Hello.
miss?
Good,
So
ma'am.
please
How are
turn my
you?
video off.
Ma'am,
Is it
your
okay
voice is
now?
very fast.
Within a few days, everything will be okay.
Yeah. Yes. No, it is okay.
Languages
Ma'am,
of the
I
world.
wanted to ask you a thing. For exam, we only have one chapter, languages of the world.
Okay, I'll give you the details. Okay, soon.
Yeah.
Clear-cut
In the
instructions will be
timetable,
given
it
to
is
you.
showing
Don't
just
worry
like
about it.
one
Okay.
chapter.
You only took one chapter just now.
In the Google Classroom itself, I'll be giving a clear-cut instructions and all what all things have to be focused. Okay. Have you got it? Okay, in the Google Classroom itself, I'll be giving you clear-cut instructions and all. What all things have to be followed for the exam and all the things. Okay.
Miss, could you repeat what you said?
Am I audible? Can you hear me properly? Okay, okay. The problem is the video. So within a few days, everything will be fine. So okay.
Okay, miss.
So last day we have had a discussion on what
Yes, miss.
the refugee building home in desert from plastics. Sorry. Yeah, it was an article about what? Yeah. Adish, how are you?
About a guy named Tat.
Article
Adish, are you there? How are you?
about an article building house for
Okay.
Refugee.
Then,
building house.
so have you read it? I mean the article.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you read the article?
Good, ma'am.
Okay, why? So let me ask you a few questions. What were the problems with the house in which Tate grew up? What were the problems with the house in which
Not
he
really.
grew up?
Oh, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then,
Sun-dried brick house.
then, that's all. Okay. How do you think Tatish studies helped him in his project to build a house in the desert?
In sandstorms and rainy
How
days,
did his
his roof
studies
will
help him
fall
to build a
off.
house
All
in
of
the desert? How was it helpful? Is the question clear? Should I repeat? Can you hear me or not? Is it okay now? Okay. So, how did Tash's studies helped him in his project to build houses in the desert?
Ma'am, I did not get you.
Actually, he was an engineer basically, and he had a research on building houses, isn't it? How was it helpful for him to build houses in the desert?
Yes.
Yeah, then? Okay, so what are the advantages of the material he used for his buildings? So, what is the advantage of it? What was the merit of it, advantages of it? Straw. Straw. Okay, it's okay. Then what were the advantages of it? You're saying about the way he built it, no?
He studied about
Okay, it's okay. But the question
renewable
is,
energy.
what are the advantage or the merit of it? Positive side of it. Okay, that's okay. How is it, Adish?
Plastic bottles.
Is plastic a curse to the environment?
What, ma'am?
The advantages.
To make the wall. To make the wall.
Okay, then my question
It
is,
was filled
Sophia
with
Tachi has used
sand
plastic bottles for
and-
building houses, right?
Sticks.
Yeah, straws.
So my question is, what was the advantage of using plastic bottles for building house? Can you correct both? Then there will be
Yeah,
answer.
to make the walls.
Do you get the question?
He used white paint.
So I asked you two questions. So the answer will
the
be a
heat doesn't
single one and have to
reflects on it.
join both. The question is whether plastic
of-
is a curse or blessing to the environment. That's the first question. So you said, of course, it's a
Yes,
curse.
ma'am.
Adesh? Second question is, Tachi has built house using plastic bottles. So what is advantage of the materials
Yes,
or
ma'am.
plastic used for the buildings? Adish, are you there?
Yeah, ma'am.
Can you connect it? Can you connect it? Okay, Amal, can you try? Amal, are you there? So can you connect both? Or Fatima, anyone can.
Ma'am, you're asking.
So what is the advantage of it? Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Because
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Instead of hurling plastic bottles and all here and there in the environment, he recycled it, renewed it, and used it in a productive and creative way, which was eco-friendly actually. Isn't it? That was the thing I was trying to get from you. So, what about the design? Was it comfortable? Design, what about the
Yeah, ma'am.
design of the house he built in the desert? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, I don't know.
Okay, whatever. So it's having good advantages as well as disadvantages, right? Anyway, it was eco-friendly. It was supportive to the environment.
yes,
Like
yes.
instead of
ma'am,
hurling things here and there, he used it, recycled it, isn't it?
He's reusing the
Yeah,
recycled
that's all about
bottles.
the lesson. So I think is there anything
Because
to be explained
after we
again?
drinking water and all, we throw it away instead of that.
He's reusing
No.
it.
Advantage of it.
Want me to explain anything? Is it clear? So what have you got from this chapter? Yeah, yeah. Have you heard about environmental science? Can you explain?
Not really,
Oh, whatever. Just
because
try
there
to say.
isn't much space in the house. It's circle. Since the house is circle, they can't put their belongings inside or welcome guests.
Environmental science. Science of the environment. How to protect that, how to
Yes.
preserve that resources, how to recycle it, and what? How to preserve the energy. Then all these things are comes under the title environmental science, the science of the environment. What all things can be done for protecting that? Okay. and the basic facts behind that. So, as we consider
Miss,
the
could you repeat
environmental
that?
term, the environmental science, actually what he made was eco-friendly, environment friendly, isn't it?
No, Miss.
As Amal said, instead of hurling things here and especially plastic bottles and all, we have to use it.
Yes, Miss.
Actually, have you seen some creative works? In the Corona time, it was at this peak. Creative things like making things from plastic bottles
Reusing
and all,
things are good.
X-ray sheets.
You can make
Have you seen that?
multiple
In
things
YouTube
with
and all,
it.
it was available. People were doing something like bottle art, flowers using plastic
Yes,
bottles.
Miss.
Have you seen that? Okay, actually, at time of Corona, people realized a lot because how to
I
spend
don't
time
know
in
the
productive way
exact
because they were
definition.
many of them were interested in doing things like doing something creative, like plastic bottle art. But I made it. It was not so nice anyway, but I tried it out. So, making flowers using plastic bottles
Environmental
instead of holding it here and there.
environmental
At
things
that time, the
to keep
environment
the
was something
earth
fresh actually.
environmental friendly.
It got solace. So we have to use such things in productive way instead of holding it, wasting it, and damaging the environment. Okay, that's all about the chapter. Okay. Okay, can you think of the famous buildings in the world? Okay, can you say something about it? Yeah. Then, is that all about it? Okay, any other buildings, famous buildings in the world? Yeah. Can you repeat? Burj Al Arab. What's it actually? What's it actually? Okay, resemblances are there. You mean the, sorry?
No, Miss.
Same. Situates in different place. Okay, what's the difference actually? What makes them different? What makes them different, Amal? Okay, can you say about any other famous buildings in the world? Ah, expensive hotel, that's right. Mm. Okay, do they have a, okay, okay, can you, okay, it's okay. So is there any other famous buildings can you think of? What is the name? Eiffel Tower, yeah. What, okay, do you have
Burj Al Khalifa.
anything do they have anything in common like Burj Khalifa and the thing in Paris, building in Paris?
It's
Do
the
they have
tallest
anything in
building.
common? Tall, okay, then. Adish, okay, do you know any famous building and can you think of it?
There's a restaurant in it.
How many
Burj
famous
Al
buildings
Arab.
can you think of?
That's the same thing.
Yeah, it's a hotel.
Okay,
No.
then.
It's in Dubai. It's the same thing as Burj Al Khalifa.
Is that all?
It's the same thing.
Is that all?
It's the same thing. It's not
No.
resembling.
Okay, then.
Burj Al Arab is different. It's not the same.
Then.
No, it is in Dubai itself, but it's not the
Yeah,
same.
but then
Burj Al Khalifa.
Brazil. Okay, so do they have anything in common like Burj Khalifa and the other one?
I don't know many facts about it.
No.
But Burj Al
Burj
Arab
Khalifa and the
is
thing you said
a
right now.
very
I don't really
expensive
heard
hotel.
the name. I
Burj
hear
Al
it
Arab.
this time. No. Do they have anything in common? Structure wise.
I don't know. I just saw in YouTube videos.
Hmm? Okay. Can you say something about it? White, yeah. That's what my okay, white is
The
a
one thing
fresh
that
field,
was in
right?
Paris.
Yeah.
Eiffel
Then,
Tower.
Yeah.
have you seen Taj Mahal in India? Have you seen Taj Mahal in India? That's also white, no?
They're both tall.
Okay, I also didn't go there. We also watched video. Okay, so okay, let me
Yes,
invite you
ma'am.
for listening to an audio. Please listen. If it is not clear, you have to say okay.
Burj Khalifa.
Standing if you can see the Andes Mountains. You're standing in Machu Picchu in Peru.
The Eiffel Tower.
Built by the Incas. It's high in 2,430 meters. And the Eiffel Tower.
Ma'am, the Shanghai Tower. It's in Lucy.
Until 1930, it was the tallest building.
No, Lucille in Qatar.
For was the Taj Mahal. It was built in memory of the third wife of Emperor Shah Jahan.
You're saying Burj Khalifa and Burj Al
Sad
Arab.
when his wife died that he built the Taj Mahal in her memory. Which country
Burj Khalifa
the
is in
ancient
Dubai.
city
This is
of
in
Petra?
Qatar. This is a
It's
twin
in Jordan.
building.
It's famous for its building.
Shanghai Tower.
The White House in
Another
America.
name for Petra is the Blue City because of the color of the rock. 5. In which city is
It's white.
Al-Masjid Al-Haram, the biggest mosque in the world? It's in Mecca, in Saudi Arabia. 4 million people go there every year.
There is also a
To Mecca.
zigzag building in here.
It's the largest mosque
It is
in
in
the world.
zigzag shape.
6. For which event
Yeah.
was the Beijing National
That's mine.
Stadium built? It was built for the
But in videos, they
2008
didn't put.
Olympic Games and the Paralympics, which followed. The stadium has been called the Stadium.
Red Fort.
The stadium is supposed to hold 90,000 spectators. Beijing Olympics. 7. From which building can you watch the sunset twice? Well, in it. You can see the sunset twice from the Burj Khalifa building in Dubai. It's double glass so that you can see the sunset from the water. When you are at the top, there are 124 floors in the building.
Track 16.
On which building does
1.
the sun cast a shadow like a
In
snake
which
at
ancient
the
ruined
top?
city are you
The
standing
sun
if you
casts a
can see
shadow
the
in the shape
Andes
of a snake at
Mountains?
the pyramid of El Castillo
You're
during the
standing
spring
in
equinox
Machu
in
Picchu
Chichen
in
Itza
Peru.
in Mexico.
Machu Picchu was built by the Incas. It's high in the Andes Mountains at 2,430 meters above sea level.
See this happen.
2.
9.
From which
On
building
which
can
building
you see
is
the
there a
Eiffel
roof
Tower?
designed to look like the sails on a
The
ship?
Eiffel Tower is in Paris. You can see it from the Louvre Museum.
Has a roof that is
It was designed
to
by
look like sails
Gustave
on a ship.
Eiffel. Until 1930, it was the tallest building in the world.
The building is not just
3.
for opera. You could go to
For whom was the Taj Mahal built? It was built in memory of the third wife of Emperor Shah Jahan. He was so sad when his wife died that he built the Taj Mahal in her memory. 4. In which country is the ancient city of Petra?
Have you got
It's
it?
in Jordan. It's famous for its buildings, which are half
Okay,
cut
can
out
anyone
of rock
summarize what you
and
have heard
half
right now?
built. Another name for Petra is the
Which all
Rose
buildings
City
are mentioned
because
here?
of the colour of the rock.
Which all buildings are mentioned here?
5. In which city is Al-Masjid
Almost
Al-Haram,
10 buildings.
the
Can you
biggest
please-
mosque in the
Where is
world?
it?
It's in Mecca, in Saudi Arabia.
Which all things are
4
being
million
explained right now
people
in this
go
video.
there every year on their pilgrimage to Mecca.
Okay,
It's the
then what's special
largest
about it?
mosque in the world.
6.
For which
Where is
event was the Beijing National Stadium built?
Where is it?
It was built for the 2008 Olympic Games
Okay, Adish.
and the Paralympics which followed. The stadium has been called the Bird's
say
Nest
like that?
Stadium because people think it looks like a bird's nest.
Which all buildings are
The
being
stadium
explained
was
right
built
now?
to
Can you
hold
name at least one?
90,000 spectators at the Beijing Olympics.
7.
From which building can you watch the sunset twice in less than a minute? You can see the
Adish, are you
sunset
there?
twice from the Burj Khalifa building in Dubai.
You have to listen to your
You
audio
need
right
to
now,
travel
isn't it?
in the glass lift so that you can see the sunset when you are at the bottom and again when you are at the
which all
top.
buildings are being
There are
explained right now? Almost 10, I
124
think.
floors
Can you
in the
explain at
building.
least one?
8.
On which building does the sun cast a shadow
Why?
like a snake at the spring equinox?
Let me
The
play
sun
yours
casts
again
a
and have to
shadow
say,
in the
okay.
shape of a snake at the pyramid of El Castillo during the spring equinox in Chichen
In which
Itza
ancient
in Mexico.
ruined city are you standing?
There is a
You can see
stone
the
snake's
Aztec
head at the bottom of the pyramid, and the shadow looks like the snake's body.
Machu Picchu was
Thousands of
built by
people
the
go
Incas.
there every year
It's high
in
and
spring
handy
to see this
statue
happen.
at 2,430 meters above sea
On
level.
which building is there a roof designed to
From
look
which
like
building
the
can you
sails
see the
on a
Eiffel
ship?
Tower?
The Sydney
Eiffel Tower
Opera
is a
House
house.
in
You
Sydney,
can see it.
Australia,
Machu
has a
Picchu, what is
roof
it?
that is designed to look like the sails on a
First
ship.
one is Machu Picchu, no?
The Opera House is in Sydney Harbour, close
What
to
is it?
Sydney Harbour Bridge. The building is not just for opera.
Yeah. Second
You
one,
can go to concerts there too.
Eiffel Tower. Or is it
10.
Paris, right? So here they
To
explain
which
two
city do you
buildings.
go
So the
if
third
you
one,
want to see the Alhambra Palace?
It was
You go
designed
to
by
Granada
Gustav
in the south of Spain.
Until 1930,
The name
it was the tallest
Alhambra
building in the world.
comes from Arabic.
3.
It has beautiful
Fourth one
gardens
was the
with
Taj Mahal
fountains
built.
and pools of
It was
water.
built in memory of the third wife of Emperor Shah Jahan. He was so sad when his wife died that he built the Taj Mahal
Yes,
in her
miss.
memory. 4. In which country is the aim?
Adish, which is the third one?
Could you repeat that?
Who built it?
Masjid al-Haram.
In the memory of his?
Buildings, Burj Al Khalifa.
City, Petra. It's in Jordan. It's famous for its buildings, which are half of
Masjid al-Haram.
Sorry, want to hear the
It's the biggest
fourth
mosque.
one. Fourth one. Yeah.
The biggest mosque
The tallest building in the world.
in Mecca, Saudi.
For whom was the Taj Mahal built? It was built in memory of the third wife of Emperor Shah
Yes,
Jahan.
ma'am.
He was so sad when his wife died that he built the Taj Mahal in her memory. 4. In which country is the ancient city of Petra? It's in Jordan. It's famous for its buildings, which are half Petra's rock and half beach. Another name for Petra is the Rose City, because of the colour. 5. In which city is Al Masjid Al
Amal, is it clear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Petra? Yeah.
in the world? It's in Mecca, in Saudi Arabia. 4 million people go there every year on their pilgrimage to Mecca. It's the largest mosque in the world. 6.
No, ma'am.
For which event was the Beijing National Stadium?
Should I take once again, please, the fifth one?
Track 16. 1.
In which ancient ruined city are you standing if you can see the Andes Mountains?
Name that was sad when his wife died. She
You're
built the Taj
standing
Mahal
in
her
Machu
memory.
Picchu in Peru.
4. In which
Machu
country is
Picchu
the
was built by the
Petra?
Incas. It's high in the Andes Mountains at 2,430 metres above sea level.
Another name
2.
for Petra.
From which building can you see the Eiffel Tower? The Eiffel Tower is in Paris. You can see it from
In the world. Arabia.
Got it?
Yes.
4 million
Peru.
people go there every year on their pilgrimage to Mecca. It's the largest mosque in the world. 6.
Paris.
Yes.
Its event was the Beijing National Stadium.
So
the
have you
Louvre
noticed that? First she's
Museum.
asking a question, right?
It was
Then the answer.
designed by Gustave Eiffel.
So while listening to this audio,
Until
you have to,
1930,
consider the question,
it was
way
the
she asked
tallest
question.
building
Okay.
in the world.
3.
For whom
Have to
was the
concentrate
Taj
on the
Mahal
question
built?
format also.
It was built
Clear?
in memory of the third wife of Emperor Shah Jahan. He was so sad when his wife
Yeah,
died that he built the Taj Mahal in her memory.
2008 Olympic Games
4.
and the Paralympics.
In which country is the
stadium
ancient...
has been called the Bird's Nest Stadium. Historians and people think it's like a bird's nest. The stadium was built
Taj Mahal. Emperor.
the rock.
Shah Jahan.
In which city is Al-Masjid Al-Haram, the biggest mosque in the world?
His third wife.
city of Petra?
On the pilgrimage to Mecca.
It's in Jordan. It's
Rock.
famous for its buildings, which are half cut out of
And
rock
can you,
and half built.
Audio
Another
little
name
back.
for Petra.
Hear the fourth one.
Built for the 2008 Olympic.
Ma'am, I wasn't able to hear the fourth one. Can you
Clear?
repeat it? Yeah.
The tallest building in the world.
3.
For whom was the Taj Mahal
the
built?
largest mosque in the world.
It was built in memory of the third wife of
For which
Emperor
event
Shah
was the
Jahan.
Beijing National
He
Stadium
was
built?
so sad when his wife
was built
died
for the
that he built the
2008
Taj
Olympic
Mahal
Games
in
and
her
Paralympics
memory.
which followed. The
4.
stadium has been called the
In
Bird's
which
Nest
country
Stadium.
is the ancient city of Petra?
The stadium
It's
was
in
built to
Jordan.
hold 90,000
It's famous for
spectators
its buildings,
at the Beijing
which are half cut out of rock and half built.
Which building
Another
can
name
watch
for
the
Petra
sunset
is
twice
the
in
Rose
less than a
City,
minute?
because of the colour of the rock.
Sunset twice from the
5.
Burj Khalifa
In which city is Al Masjid Al?
Is it enough?
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah, 10
Al-Haram,
please in the remaining also.
the biggest mosque in the world. It's in Mecca, in Saudi
Should I play the
Arabia.
remaining part?
4 million people go there every year on their pilgrimage
Okay,
to
so have you
Mecca.
noticed the way she asked the
It's the
question?
largest
Actually, first she asked
mosque
the
in the
question, then the
world.
explanation, right?
6.
For which event was the Beijing National
So, can you
Stadium
the name
repeat
of
the
the
question she asked? Can you repeat the
It
question
was
she
built.
asked?
When you played, it was
Here we
half
have.
cut.
Please have
Masjid
Al-Qadis.
Al-Haram.
Yeah.
Okay, have a look at it.
In which city is Al Masjid
Right.
Al Haram cut out of rock and half built? Another name for sad when his wife died that he built the
In which
Taj Mahal
country is the
in her
ancient
memory.
city?
4.
This one can you read the
In
correct
which
person, if
country
it is like it.
is the ancient city of Petra?
In which
It's
country
in
is the
Jordan.
ancient city of Petra?
It's famous for its
Okay.
buildings, which are half cut out
The
of rock
question
and
began
half
in E.
built.
Have you learned
Another
prepositions?
name for Petra is the Rose City, because
Yeah.
of the
What's
colour of the
why
rock.
we are using that? For the
5.
sake of learning only?
In which city is Al Masjid
What
Al
it is,
Haram?
how it is.
the
So
biggest
have maybe
mosque
for
in
us
the
showing the
world?
position, then what it
It's
belongs
in
to.
Mecca,
Different
in
purposes
Saudi
are there.
Arabia.
Okay. So here the question began like, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
In which country is the ancient city of Petra?
4
The
million
question
people
began
go
like
there
in,
every year
isn't
on
it?
their pilgrimage to Mecca.
Let's say
It's
preposition.
the largest mosque in the
So
world.
it may be changed like which country is the
6.
ancient city Petra
For
in?
which event
Here the
was the
question
Beijing
ends
National
in the
Stadium?
preposition in, right? So, but both questions are having similar meaning. Both are same, isn't it?
Yes.
The next one, Fatima, please read it.
From which building can you watch the sunset twice?
Mom, what was the name
Yeah,
of the
yes.
stadium she said?
built. It was built for the 2008 Olympic Games
Yeah.
and the
Is there any difference
Paralympics
in
which
meaning?
followed. The stadium has
No,
been
but in
called
both and
the
questions, we can
Bird's
see the
Nest
preposition
Stadium
Miss, you're
Yeah.
unmuted.
because
we can
people
see the
think it
preposition
looks
either
like
at
a
the beginning
bird's
or at
nest.
the end. Anyway, the
The stadium
question
was
meaning
built
is, or sense is not changed yet, isn't it?
the Rose City because of the colour of the rock.
Okay, so here are some questions.
5,
So the task
In
is,
which
here
city
there is no
is
preposition, so
Al
nothing is
Masjid
there.
Al
So few
Haram,
questions.
the
So
biggest
the
mosque
task
in the
is, you
world?
have to include certain prepositions in the
People
question.
go there every year on their pilgrimage to
Okay.
Mecca. It's the largest mosque in the world.
Is it clear?
6,
For which
Okay.
event was the
So,
Beijing
read the
National
following,
Stadium
write the
built?
following questions, putting the preposition
It
first.
was
You can
built
ask the
for the
answer and you can ask
2008 Olympic.
answer with your to your partner. So, which city is the Empire State Building in? So how can you
But I
begin
did not
the
understand what
preposition?
she said.
I like a
Is
question
it
with a
Beijing
preposition
or
in the
Beijing?
beginning.
People go there every year on their pilgrimage to Mecca. It's the
How
largest mosque in the world.
Yeah. In which
6,
city? Can you
For
you
which
read the middle
event
part,
was
like
the
the entire
Beijing
question?
National Stadium built? It was built for the 2008
Yeah.
Olympic
So
Games
here in the
and the
given question, we can
Paralympics
see the
which
preposition at
followed.
the end, isn't it?
The stadium has been called the Bird's
And
Nest
we have to put
Stadium
the preposition
because
first.
people
That's the
think it
task.
looks like a bird's
Get it? But I
nest.
was right. So,
The
Adi, it's your
stadium
turn.
was built to hold 90,000 spectators at the
Which
Beijing
country did
Olympics.
Marco Polo set sail from on his travels
7,
to Asia?
From which building can you watch the
Can
sunset
you
twice
include or
in
add
less than a
preposition at the
minute?
beginning of the question?
You can see the sunset twice from the Burj Khalifa building in Dubai. You need to travel in the glass lift so that you can.
Adish, are you there?
There are 10, right?
You have to change like, you should add a preposition at the beginning of this question. The question is, you have your textbook with you.
Ma'am, what?
Yeah, it's very easy. Which country did Marco Polo set sail from on his travels to Asia?
No, if you want. It's not necessary.
Sorry.
No.
Have to think.
Yes.
Have to think. Okay, let's ask to Adish. Okay, Adish, can you try the third one? Yeah. Try. Yeah, from which country did Marco Polo set on his travel to Asia? Is it right? Yeah, very good. Which Spanish island is mounted on Amal? Can you see question here? Third one.
Rewrite
First you read the
following
question, have to change it. Yeah.
Miss, which one?
It's very easy actually. Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah. On which Spanish island is mounted? It's very simple, no? So, Fatima, can you try the next one?
Yes. Mention where it is.
Yeah. It's very easy if you concentrate on it. Which country did the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama sail to in 1498? Sail to in.
Yes, miss.
So which will you add at the beginning? So first of all, you have to understand the meaning of the question. And it will be very easy. Mhm. Sailing will be one place to another, no?
Yes, miss.
Just concentrate on the meaning of the question, then it will be clear.
Okay. Yes. From which building can you watch the sun set twice in less than a minute?
Got it?
Which building can you watch the sun set twice in less than a minute from?
Fatima?
No.
No. The word from is replaced.
Sure, in this form, like
Anyway, let's try.
in 1498, which country did the Portuguese explore?
Sorry, it's wrong. Amal?
Yes, miss.
So can you repeat that, Fatima? Hmm.
In 1498, which country did the Portuguese explore Vasco da Gama and
But another way is there for saying answer for that one because but it will be like that. Let me show you.
Yes, miss.
First one, okay, it's okay, right? Second one also right. Third one, C. This was I was trying to show you. See this one. Please read the last one.
which country did the Portuguese explore Vasco da
In
Gama?
Why I changed that way? Because the statement is which country did the Portuguese explorer
service
Vasco da Gama sail to in
in
1498?
which city?
So here, which is mentioned here, the country, no? There is no need to change the entire sentence
In
actually.
which city
Okay.
is the Empire State Building?
So we have to concentrate on which
in
country.
which city is the
So
Empire
to which
State
countries act because he sailed from one to another, no? So we have to concentrate on this part, country.
Yes,
So
miss.
in country it's not right because he traveled to somewhere else, isn't it? Yeah, that's why we included the preposition to there. Should I explain it once again? Is it clear, Amal and Adish? That's why I said, Adish, is it clear to you? Okay, so the thing is that while explaining or while adding prepositions certain sentences or questions, first of all, you have to understand which part is being concentrated or given importance. Okay, got it?
Ma'am, what should I do?
Yes, miss.
Okay, what about last but see, last one. Let me
Ma'am, I
show
got
you.
it.
Who did the French give the Statue of Liberty
too.
to in 1886?
On his travels to Asia, which
Yeah,
country did
this
Marco
may be a
Polo
little bit
set sail
confusing.
from?
Mm-hmm.
On
Who
his
did the
travels
French
to
give the Statue of
Asia,
Liberty to in
No.
1886? Anyone can say.
to Asia,
Statue of Liberty.
To who? Okay, Amal, do you have any answer?
From-
To who? Fatima, you said to who, no? Okay.
From
Amal,
which country
Amal,
did Marco Polo set
to who?
sail from
Adish?
on his travel to Asia?
Adish? Here we cannot set neutral. You have to choose either to who or to whom.
Yes, miss.
Adish? Who? Okay. Let's see. I'm repeating. Meaning should be important. Which is right.
ma'am, can you repeat it? I didn't
Have you
get it.
ever heard to who? So of course, every time we have to use.
Change who?
Sorry.
Third one.
I like
Which
Okay, so
Spanish
to who
island
means
is Mount Reed on?
here we are focusing on the person who received it, isn't it? Actually, I didn't
On
say that we
which
have to make
Spanish
changes in any part of the
island
sentence,
is
but
Mount
we
Reed?
have to use a sense of grammar for changing these things. Okay. Anyway, you tried it, no? It's okay, it's okay. Last one was a quite confusing thing, that's okay. All the time's over.
In which country did the Portuguese explorer
Okay, it's a great day and all this for the exam and all the instructions will be given soon, okay? Thank you so much.